But at the same time, John, we need a good performance here from Audley. He knows what he's got to do. He's got to deliver tonight here with a knockout and look really, really impressive.
Well, Harrison, as we know, a fighter who's got all the physical attributes. I mean, to look at the man, you'd think, yeah, there's a heavyweight champion in waiting. But he needs devilment, he needs belief, and he needs dedication. It's not enough, as perhaps we've seen too much over the years gone by. 8 years almost since that Olympic gold medal. He's lived the lifestyle, but hasn't really produced the performances to go with it. Now he knows he's got not too many chances left. Frank Warren's talked about 3 fights by the end of December, and then we'll see where he's at. What he would certainly like, I'm not sure whether Audley Harrison is quite as keen on it, is that domestic showdown against David Haye, because that would be a big one if it could be made, irrespective of whether or not there's a title.
Well, it's a massive fight, isn't it? No doubt. But I think what Frank Warren would like to see Audley do is probably put 3 or 4 fights together in that short amount of time. And at the end of the day, believe you me, we all know that the best boxers are the busy boxers, and this is what Audley's got to do. He's just got to win this fight and then get on to the next one and get 3 or 4 fights before December.
Suffered a pretty bad chest injury at that, in that car smash he had, and he had to go into lengthy rehab after that. But he started quite confidently, nothing much coming back from Jason Barnett at this stage. The 33-year-old from Florida, who I suppose you would have to describe as kind of a club fighter. Has 4 inside the distance wins in those 10 victories of his. He's only been stopped once, but he has lost 2 of his last 3 fights.
Yeah, he's a fairly durable opponent, but 10 wins, and 6 losses.
Now, the reality is that he shouldn't really be in Audley's league, should
he? That is total reality, but Audley has got to take a step back and get back onto the scene, and then this is the guy they've chosen. So he started well here. He's finding with these straight left hands. But I just can't believe the difference in height and reach that Harrison's got here.
6'5.5", Audley Harrison against Michael Sprott. He started tremendously well, didn't he? Had his man down in the first round, and then really he just got careless. He just leaned on inside, hung his chin out, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Yeah, he got careless, but he also got lazy, John, and that's probably been his biggest problem during his career as a fighter. He's very lazy in the ring, and I don't know. Question marks over his training. I don't know. I mean, he gets lazy and doesn't seem to want to work.
He's with Buddy McGirt now. And Kelvin Travis, his old amateur trainer, a man I know you know pretty well from back in your amateur days.
Yeah. Good coach, Kelvin. He's only had 4 knockouts, hasn't he, in the 10 victories that he's had. So he's not a big puncher. Audley's much the bigger man. He's just got to step on the gas here and just get rid of this fella.
Weighed in over 18 stone, Audley, but looks in pretty good shape, doesn't he?
Yeah, his hands are nice and quick as well. Getting to a nice rhythm behind that jab. Needs to double it up a little bit now and then throw that straight left.
Was originally due to fight that Mark McNee, who was in against Danny Williams in Tampa last week.
Similar sort of style, actually, but probably a little bit more durable. There's that left uppercut. That's the shot.
There's not a lot of ambition or belief in Barnett's work, is there? He's thrown precious little and doing not much more than just try and cover up here. Whistles around the auditorium again. The corner for Barnett are shouting, let's throw the jab, step in and move. He's barely landed one.
I think a good straight, probably right hand to the body with his head way out to the left is his best bet here. This kid then switched the attack to the head. He's just a sitting duck at the moment, Barnett. Tactics are terrible.
You'd just like Audley to open up a bit.
Well, that's what I mean. They're all single shots at the moment.
More.
Yeah, he's in his comfort zone, Audley, here with behind this jab. It's a single jab. Everything's going his way, but we'd like to see a little bit more now.
Well, at home, as at ringside, wherever you're watching this, I'm sure you'll have your views on this one. And the Las Vegas crowd is delivering its verdict with boos.
Not good. That's better from Audley. That's more like it.
Marciano packed in the mid-50s. There was a bit of a break there before Sonny Liston came through in the early 60s. Then Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali. But really, the heavyweight division not in a good state at the moment. Vladimir Klitschko probably the best of the bunch, but anybody who saw that fight against Sultan Ibragimov recently was described by one person as a man who wouldn't fight against somebody who couldn't fight. Maybe harsh, but it wasn't exactly a classic, was it?
No, it's absolutely wide open, the heavyweight division. But I agree with Steve that Povetkin, I've seen him on several occasions. He's something special. He's a good kid, that Povetkin. And there's a lot of Eastern European fighters now that are good fighters. And of course, the Americans, they hate it because they haven't got any decent heavyweights out there now.
Frank Warren tried to sign Povetkin, you know. Came very close to it at one point, apparently.
He did, yeah. That's better now. Come on, yeah. Left uppercut there from Audley. Just got to keep it going. Double it up. You just got to double it up now, John.
There's a lack of belief to my way of looking at this, Richie.
There you go. Look. They're almost like they're defensive jabs. As he's landing, he's prepared just to step back rather than step forward.
Well, the critics of the amateur way of scoring would say that that's maybe what's bred into top-class amateur fighters nowadays. To attract the attention of the judges, you've got to throw the shot and be seen to throw the shot rather than putting your combinations together, which don't always get rewarded.
This is a totally different horse race now, John, isn't it, as a professional?
Absolutely.
And in this division, more than any other division, the public want to see knockouts. They want to see a heavyweight champion that's got power.
Well, it's a pretty poor round, this, you have to say.
There you go. It's a good shot. That was a good shot right at the end of the round. We need a stoppage now from Audley Harrison in this round, John. We need him to step it up the tempo a little bit, and this kid, he'll stop this kid.
Into the second half of the fight.
Right at the very end of the round, probably the last shot of the round, there was a little right uppercut from Audley, and he definitely staggered Barnett. He's ready for the taking, this kid.
Well, he's marked up under both eyes. His mouth is now hanging open, Jason Barnett. Oh, it's caught him. Right hand. Well, Harrison got careless. Takes it well enough. But that got some excitement in the Barnett corner.
He got close, didn't he? He just whipped that right hand over the top. His head was to the left. That was in the right position. Just whipped the right hand over. Good shot.
Harrison took it well enough, though. Fair play. Harrison now 37 years old. Time to get to the top is running out. This has not been a convincing performance. That's better.
For the first time he switches downstairs. A couple of good shots there.
We waited 5 rounds to see it, and I think I thought for a moment he was going to take the knee. And the referee has said that's enough.